Okay, good morning, class 5. I hope all of you are doing well and all of you are safe. Today, we're going to start the next chapter, However Black It May Be, which is at page 129 of your textbook. And if possible, I will also do the next chapter, How It Became Black, page 130. So open your books and be just be attentive and listen to the audios and my instructions carefully. About your test, what you had given me, send me, I'll be checking them. There was internet problem with my mobile, so I could not correct your copies, but I have sent the model answers for those questions. Fine. So now let's get back to our books, and I don't want any disturbances in between. When the teaching time will be over, I will wait for your questions and I will try to answer them then and there. Do not disturb the class. It is last time I was really very upset. So if you continuously misbehave or do not follow my instructions, then henceforth I will not take your class. Now, in this chapter, we're going to study about the coal mines and where it is located. So I don't know how many of you have visited a coal mine, and if you have, then you must have seen that how difficult it is to be down in the mine, because it is not a very safe place for anybody to work, as the coal mines are dug very deep, because as you see, the coal is a mineral that is found underneath the earth. Now how, and it's found at the very depth, not just if you say around, you just keep on plowing the land or keep on excavating the land and you get coal. No, you have to excavate very deep, in fact very deep around, and then only you will get or reach to that layer of coal. So people who work in the coal mines have also have a very difficult life to lead, because first of all they have to go down, that is below the sea level, and there the availability of oxygen, the availability of air is very less, and plus there is no light, it is dark. So the risk factor is always there when anybody works in the coal mine. So we're going to study about the coal mines or its location in this chapter. Now here it is said that Raniganj is a place where we find a lot of coal mines. Similarly, Asansol is also a place where we find coal mines, and this coal mines or this raw material coal serves as the basis of various industry, that is iron and steel industries are mainly dependent on the availability of coal, which is their fuel. So wherever there are coal mines, you will find lot of industries being developed in and around that coal mine. So coal mines play a very important role in the development of a society, and as industries are dependent on it, because the availability of raw material is in abundance, so the industries thrive in those places. Now, Raniganj is a coal mine. Raniganj is a place which is around 90 kilometers away, and towards the west of Burdwan or Burdwan. And here you find a lot of coal mines. Now, there are some coal mines which are um, known as open pit mines. How it is? It is like when you dig a pond in some area, if you have seen any digging of a pond, so that open pit coal mines are like that, so that soil get exposed and you find coal and that. But bigger mines are very deep. Okay, why it is deep? Because you have to dig very deep to get into, and how you dig? You dig tunnels, and which is way, and you have to dig tunnels through which you have to enter the mines. So going some distance into the earth, it becomes very dark on all sides, and that place is very different than on the top of the earth, because maybe you have a sunlight outside, but when you are actually entering the tunnel or you are deep below the coal mine, it is pitch dark, right? And if you visit coal mines, there are places, there are mines which are open to the visitors. If you ever get a chance to visit it, you'll find a different world altogether, and you really feel scared because it's dark on all sides, dim lights are there, and there will be a guide to show you the path, because it is very difficult. You might get lost if you are going alone because you are not aware of the path or the tunnel. Next is, there are no electric connections, but nowadays mines are being improved. There are a lot of electricity or electric lights or battery operated lights are being used, but previously there were no lights. So and little light, whatever you can say, it's also filled with black coal. So the tunnels are also, the floor of the tunnels are also made of coal. So even the floors of the tunnels are coal. Everywhere you'll find coal. It is like ceiling, walls, everywhere you touch, even you will see coals. That's why the people who are coming out of the coal mines, their clothes get very dirty. Why? They are always in coal, which is like, it's like a tunnel. It's a whole room filled with coal. If you enter, what happens? Your clothes gets black or it get dirty. So it is the same thing. So, and also water seeps at many places, and that place is muddy, as because underneath, as you dig deeper, there are a lot of underground water, right? So there are sometimes it happens that water starts leaking from the walls or the ceilings of the coal mine. And all also there are sometimes there are landslides, or the due to this overseeping of water, the ceiling or the walls get marshy or soft, and they actually glide down like a landslide. So if you are stuck over there, you are dead, because you cannot even shout and nobody knows, right? So there are sometimes the walls or the ceilings of the coal mine collapses. So you can see it is one of the very hazardous job that people are undergoing to dig out the most precious mineral, that is coal. And um, which is why people who are working into mines have a very tough life to undergo. Now it is said that um, no one can actually, if you visit that, you will never understand that until you go deep underneath the tunnel, which is around 500 meters underground. So it is nearing to the sea level. So imagine. And Asansol is, say, if you visit a coal mine in Asansol, Asansol is located 100 meters above the sea level. That means like you are reaching even below the depths of the sea. It is like that. So, and there is also a mine which is around 600 meters deep. There are mines which are very deep, around 600 meters. So, I think this is the synopsis or the gist of this chapter. Um, if you have any questions from this chapter, that is page 129, you may ask right now. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next chapter at page 130. Now, in this chapter, it is said that in Raniganj and Asansol area, we find a lot of coal mines which are stretching up to 1,500 kilometers. That is, it is spread in the region from northeastern region and the southwestern region. And it is an area that is 60 kilometers long and 25 kilometers wide. So it is a huge area, that is area is dominated by the coal mines. But this region of coal mining is of course not oblong in shape. That is, oblong means extended. Alright. And here it is said even we can obtain charcoal. How the charcoal is obtained? The answer is also there in the book, that when water is poured on the burning wood, the fire is extinguished, means put off, but the wood keeps on burning inside, or smoldering. Smoldering means it's burning very lightly. We might see that it's not burning initially because we have put on water, but inside, whatever the fire is there that is inside the wood, it keeps on burning and becomes black or charred. Becomes black means totally black, or charred means pude jawa, completely jhurjhure, that is called. And a rag can be used to put out the fire from the burning wood. A rug means a kind of a cloth, or a bosta, you can say, can be used to put out that fire. So we can make charcoal, and the whatever the product remains is the charcoal, and that charcoal is used for making many fireworks. Here it is written tubri, what do you call? So it is said, now imagine that due to various natural calamities, out of which is earthquake, many plants and trees are buried inside the earth. Now, what will happen to the woods of these trees and plants after 100 years? They keep on rotting, right? So they will rot due to pressure and water under the soil, but the essential part of the wood will decay, whereas the non-essential parts will not decay. That is, the essential portion of the plants will decay naturally, will mix into the soil and get decayed. And this is how the coal is obtained. Layers after decomposition, layers after layers of decay of these plants, fossils, rather it is also a fossil fuel. This coal is formed.